Welcome back to Dark Souls. No real showing of stats because nothing changed. The only thing I did was equip a pair of, trousers because you both are Brits, so that's what it means. Because this will give slightly more resistance without compromising my dodge. Before going to ringing the bell, let's take a very small detour here as a sort of foreshadowing. As down this path, there's this ominous castle, though its entrance is blocked. So I guess we can't do anything about it for the moment.
So the last time we were here, we had an enemy that was hyped to the moon, only to be defeated easily by his own.
And another one that clipped through the. Yeah, I rewatched the footage. Apparently, it really happened like I said. It like fell down and then tried to circumvent by going through the wrong direction. But whatever. Point being, there is someone here to talk with. A guy with a peculiar suit of armor. If you have read Berserk, you know it. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm sleeping here.
Hello? Dude?
Yeah, I think he's asleep.
Oh,
forgive me. I was absorbed in
oh.
I am Siegmeyer of
The
Katarina.
Onion Knight, Siegmeyer of
I
Katarina.
run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say.
Oh, damn.
The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait.
Well, maybe you should do something about it,
Have I waited? So here I
He is
sit,
the gatekeeper.
quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to
Unemployed.
speak.
That's nice, but you should probably do something,
Still closed. Still closed.
Alright, then I'm sure it's nothing. Let's move on. Because we have, like that guy, we can actually do something instead of sitting our ass. Okay, I actually have a ring, a bell to ring. And hopefully we should be able to do it in one go. Because especially after dealing with the catacombs, we should be leveled up sufficiently to face the perils of the undead church.
So, speaking of characters that have swords, have you guys seen the new Star Wars trailer?
No.
I did.
I haven't.
It came
What
out
do you
just
think?
today we're recording this. Again, honestly, it's with the climate where it is in general for Star Wars and the community, I'll just wait until the movie comes out, I'll go see it, and then I'll probably be done.
It comes out here in Britain on my birthday, so...
When exactly?
December 19th.
I think it actually comes out slightly before in my country, but while you check, Vibbs, give me a moment, because we have a new enemy to meet here. A gigantic knife with a power shield, a mace. Please, sir, stay away from me. I don't have nickels, sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely over-leveled. There we go. Never underestimate even the basic enemies. Even when you have enough, soul power, attack power and everything, any distraction can be fatal even against weaker enemies, so never lower your guard. And oh, there's someone up there. What are you doing? Where's the little Timmy? Oh, Jesus!
I am the gatekeeper!
Into the black hole with you.
Yeah, anyway, comes out in Italy on the 18th of December.
Oh, one day before, just like the other Star Wars movies. Anyway, hold on, there is an object here that I can pick. A Firekeeper Soul. This is the item that I mentioned in the previous part, but if we give it to the Firekeeper on the Firelink Shrine, which we will do after we rung the bell, we will manage to increase the potency of our Estus flasks, meaning that with one we recover much more health. Anyway, let's try to pay a visit to that priest, but dealing with this knight first. There we go. Now this is actually a particular place that you need to be aware of, because the priest loves to do that kind of dance, which buffs the attack of all the enemies around him, and even these low-level minions can become extremely deadly if under that effect. So take your chances, stay very behind and deal with them. Try to deal with them one by one. Yeah, the good thing about this being a corridor means you don't get swarmed. In true 300 fashion, you basically have the enemy's number being turned against them. Fuck.
And well, otherwise, yeah, again, sometimes. Oh, fuck.
No, dude. I try to be more creative in naming our parts.
Okay. Fucky fuck. That's...
The part of good.
What?
Anyway, there we go. There you are. Down with you.
Yeah, you know what? This is what Monty Python's.
Oh, hello. Did I disturb something? Go on. Please.
What's it called? Monty Python's.
And the Holy Grail.
This is what it would be like if it were played completely straight.
Probably. Can you imagine the true ending of this game is our main character Teosunny getting dragged away by the police?
Because they didn't have like the film there.
The police exist in this universe?
Something close, I
Which
suppose.
police do you mean, Shiori? The police or
Oh,
the
how
band?
weird.
The police
Anyway, time to also do something minor, but I also said that we would have done in the previous part, so for the sake of, being fair here, if we pull this lever, here we go, the gate that was closed in front of the door, oh, and also a basement key. Basically, the basement key is what would have opened, I think, the door that was locking Havel the Rock. But thanks to our master key, this one is not necessary anymore. Anyway, let's mosey. But no, well, there is some... What are you two doing? What the fuck? Ragdoll physics, be damned.
Are they trying to have
No, they're like those Inuits in Spyro 2, in that level where we need to, function as a moving, platform for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, by moving here in this corridor, there is another knight to face us, bam, and by that I mean squashed by our sword. Oh,
I love I was like, I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna...
If we take a move around here, oh, there is someone stuck in a barrel. Let's free him with a roll. Oh, I think it's dead already.
If our roll
well.
is... If our roll is that strong, why do we even need the sword?
Because it's more gentle, in a sense that it doesn't, it breaks objects, but it doesn't attack enemies nor allies, which is useful in order to free some particular NPCs which are trapped inside barrels.
I mean, just use your roll to break the enemy's
Hey guys, there's someone trapped in a cell here. He looks very shiny. Should I free him?
No.
Should I?
Trap.
Sure.
I don't
go
know.
ahead.
Maybe he can help us. All right, dissonance. Therefore, we need that coin toss. Give me a second. Let's open.
Yay.
Shiori, how many times have you...
Hold on, he wants to talk first.
I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see,
Could
Yes.
you help me? I need your body.
And using our mystery key, the one that we got from down there, we can open it. So okay, so what do you want?
thank you.
Your body.
Sincerely.
But get this names, it's called Knight Lautrec of Karim.
Oh, for God's sake.
Lend him a hand, figuratively and literally.
I think he has enough, it's not very viewable, but he has a pair of crossed hands on his chest plate for some reason.
Wow,
But, basically...
The track's really fallen on hard times since this game.
Basically, the idea of helping some of his NPCs is that before doing some particular boss fights, they will leave their summoning sign in order to help you. But let's say that Lautrec here has something more than just giving us a hand here and there.
And this, kids, is the moral of why what happens if you're a massive dickhead to everybody all the end up like Lautrec, alone in shiny armor but stuck in a cage with.
It's funny because it's a bit spoilery for us, but the main level where Lautrec helps you is kind of like a subterranean level similar to the ones in this game.
True.
Anyway, by getting up here, we actually very close to another fog gate. Oh, look at that! Another summoning sign. But look at that! It's the Solair's one, and it's bright, shining gold. So let's summon him.
The way that
There we go! Yay!
The way you have to wait for it to start is like you're waiting for
Look at how
something
bright.
to tap.
Look at how gold he is. It's so amazing. Anyway, let's move.
It's like when you have to wait for something to load in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
But why don't I do that for the channel at some point? Just randomly live stream some stuff of my progress through 14.
I don't know, dude. Anyway. Hold on. Oh shit.
We were sleeping, damn it.
Well, it seems to be just one anyway, so... But there's something interesting on its tail. Maybe if I cut it.
Oh yay, we get to do some tail beheading. Detailing.
Ow! Oh shit. Basically, the main risk here would be basically to be knocked off the roof, so be careful. There we go. Hold on, we haven't cut the tail yet. And yeah. Oh, and also another one joined the fight. Fantastic.
Don't worry, we've got
Like a
our
cat.
NPC friend helping us out.
Yes, Solaire will help us.
Yeah, we can take care of it.
There we go, that one. Fortunately, we couldn't get... Oh, we mentioned got his tail. We also got his shield. Oh shit. Why do gargoyles spit fire in this game?
Because dragons are overrated, I guess.
Well, there are dragons too, so I don't know what the fuck is the thought process. There, fuck off.
Maybe they're those dragons that don't move.
Thank you, Solaire, you're the best.
Now die!
Basically, every time Solaire or a Warrior of Sunlight assists us, we gain as compensation a Sunlight Medal, an object that it's used for the Covenant of the Warriors of Sunlight. Right now, we don't really need it, so we're just gonna keep it.
Yeah, that's one thing I never understood. In the first game,
there's a button here.
Spyro's allergic to friggin' water, but in the second game, Orbit is completely fine.
Actually, well, it's not completely fine to all kinds of water, so I always interpreted that he slightly grew up, and actually was part of the marketing, that he said, oh, Spyro has grown up and has gained new abilities, including swimming. So I get the idea behind the growth of Spyro that allows him to...
And in the case of the original trilogy, a less nasally voice.
Anyway, there we go, guys. We actually managed to reach the first bell. So let's pull the lever and let it sing.
The bell will kick in the air.
Yes.
Sanctuary! Unfortunately, as the crestfallen warrior told us, it's not enough. We need to find the second one, and this is where the bullshit starts. Believe me. Almost literally, but we'll get back to that in a second. For now, let's just climb down here. And, oh, you weren't here before. Who are you?
Greetings.
I've been stuck here for years.
Household of Karim.
The pardon.
A pardoner.
To let
Let me check.
No, I don't really like your Matrix medieval set.
Or to accuse.
Oh no, Dweebs, it's Jeremy
Dark
from
Souls
Cinema
also
Scenes.
had the Korean voice actor.
It gives us an interesting gesture to learn. Unfortunately, I can't. Basically, like I said, if you have if you've done something naughty, it can actually absolve you with an egregious cost in terms of souls. Unfortunately, well, for him, but fortunately for us, we have our conscience clean, so we don't need anything.
He's voiced by David Gantz.
I think I heard that name.
Same.
Why?
Not Damon Gantz.
Well, yeah, obviously. Anyway, the things that you can buy from him are some minor items, one of which is gonna be potentially very useful. Some of them are for PvP, so don't bother with them. Some minor rings, but I don't think you need them right now. So let's focus instead on the purging stones.
Oh, he was in Braveheart.
Huh, interesting. Also, listen to his dialogue while I abandon the conversation lives.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
What's wrong with your laughter? Also, Dibs, like I said, yeah, that's secretly Jeremy.
He voiced a guy named Edolas Aldercat in Kingsglaive Final Fantasy.
Oh, Yedolas Aldercat.
He was in Father Brown, like a lot of these actors are apparently. Holby City. Dark Souls 2.
Well, a lot of the Dark Souls 1 voice actors got recycled for the sequels.
Doctors, Dark Within Games.
Was he ever in Doctor Who?
No, I don't think he was. No.
Anyway, hold on.
Oh god, he was in an S-Club movie.
By going back to the church here, you can see there are a pair of elevators here. So if we take one. Some elevator music, please. Thanks, here.
Sorry.
Oh, that's actually fine. Look at that beautiful face.
So I had to refresh the
So filled with hope.
Very fabulous.
Ready to be crushed.
The website crashed on me, so I had to refresh.
And we're back at Firelink Shrine. Basically, this is a huge shortcut. Oh, hello there, Petrus. How are you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
It's just I had to
Very well.
refresh
That's fine.
the page. 'Cause
Alright, let's say yes to him.
That is a shame. Speak to...
No, I don't want a covenant.
I just want a bagel.
Basically, the idea if you join his covenant, you basically become the equivalent of a cleric. I really don't like them. But since we're here with there you go, let's kindle voluntarily the bonfire with the one liquid humanity that we have, like this. As you can see, thanks to the right of Kinley we got from Pinwheel, now we can have now 15 plants. Anyway, let's talk to the Crestfallen Warrior about our success.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now.
There's only
more.
one left.
But it's going to be
Yeah.
suicide.
Yeah, he is actually right. I don't like what's coming up.
Are you probably gonna die?
Oh, Lautrec is here. He's actually resting down here near the Firekeeper. That's nice.
Hello there. I have your reward.
Oh, he actually has a reward for us.
Hello there.
Oh, now we're Sunlight Metal. I
I'm
guess he met
grateful
Soler
to you
too.
for freeing me. Not enough for you.
I'm not expecting all of this
Well,
one
let's not be greedy now.
Ah, come on, James. You should be more trustworthy. We're friendly undeads, joined together
We're
in
in
one
an
common
environment
destiny.
surrounded by killer
Our
dragons
futures are
and
murky.
elves and orcs.
Yeah, this
and-
world does make you a bit paranoid.
Anyway, let's talk to our Firekeeper and reinforce our Estus Flex with the Firekeeper soul we got. And now our Estus Flex desks are +1. It's very D&D style like this kind of upgrade. Anyway, let's get up here. Another thing that we can do before moving on is actually coming back here for a second Oh, what's this? Someone who's snoring. But I don't see anything.
Sea demon? Sea demon.
No, actually, Shira, this pool is not enough water to contain even a fish. So I'm sure it's probably nothing.
Oh yeah, in other news, apparently Jeff Lowe, the guy who's already involved with his TV group, is apparently gonna be stepping down.
Huh.
Well, yeah, now that Kevin Feige is assuming direct control, I can imagine that. Anyway, what we need to do now is to go back once more to the undead burg in order to reach another place. Well, to be fair, no, I have to ask the decision right here, right now. Okay, this is actually very important as a decision. We have two paths up ahead. Our faithful master key can allow us to cut a huge shortcut towards the next bell. However, in doing so, we will lose a shit ton of useful item, a couple of NPCs that can be really helpful, including I tried to have an explanation, including some that can help us with one can help us with our pyromancy, and in general, but as a trade-off, that route is much more painful. So
That sounds like a terrible time.
Shiro, is that a blue eye that is glowing on you?
No, it's just more so the fact that you have to give up a bunch of shit and also suffer. That's...
Well, I don't need to give up anything, like in a sense that the long route is the more painful, but also the more rewarding, while the shorter one allows us to go faster to get there with minimal risk, but with practically no real reward, if you ask me. So what would it be, you two? Quick and painless, or long but rewarding?
Quick and painless, please.
Shirai?
the other one.
Of course.
Mostly because you played this, so I'm sure you know what you're doing.
You're such a sweetheart, Shirai. Well, I guess it seems there is again a dilemma, an unresolved stalemate, sorry. Let's resolve this with the coin toss.
Gee, I wonder if the coin's gonna favor Shirai again.
Well, Dweebs, I don't make the choice. Okay, that's it. Okay, Dweebs, for your sake, I switch around, okay? Now your head, she's tails, okay?
Alright.
So... Oh.
Is it tails?
Okay, let's move on. Let's just move on.
So, what did it say?
Guess what, Dweebs? If you didn't bitch about it, we will be... Whatever, let's move on. The more we're arguing, the more time we're wasting. And believe me, with this choice, there's a lot of time we're gonna waste.
It's like, what did it pick? That's not important.
Oh, Shiri, believe me, because you, with your such graceful choice, has given me also one of the levels that I detest the most. Try to guess what it is.
It's a level where you're on a very narrow way.
No, that actually is a bit more manageable, even with enemies.
Is it a dark level? I mean, it's dark here anyway, but still.
It's
dark
a sewer
here?
level.
Yes, it is a sewer level.
Oh.
What makes you hate sewer levels, by the way?
They are creatively bankrupt no matter what, and it's just always painful. I have never seen, not just from soccer, but in general, I have yet to see a sewer/poison level done decently or that is in a fun way. They're always designed to be annoying as fuck towards the player. In a game like this, it's pure diluted nightmare.
So it's like me with desert levels.
Yeah, basically. So, but before doing that, we need to get back to a position where we were before proceeding towards the bridge with the dragon.
You see, that's why the Sonic series has sucked. They use desert levels too many times.
Well, I don't remember them using sewer levels, but did they?
Does the second level 32 count as a sewer level?
The chemical plant? No.
No.
Or Labyrinth Zone? That's a sewer, technically.
That's more like ruins.
And a swamp. I don't even think 06 had anything akin to a sewer level.
Yeah, get also, by the way, get your Shrek jokes ready, because we're gonna need them.
Oh boy. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
In the meantime, let's get to position. Not just that, in order to get also to the position, we need to pass the bridge with the fucking dragon again.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll take responsibility.
What a nice spot. At least we shouldn't have enemies to be worried about. Whoa. Yeah, the cameraman is not exactly having a nice time.
The whole bridge is on fire.
London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. I don't know. Yeah! Woof. Ow. Okay, but at least now we're done with it. Because we are in the right place. Now we need to open this door with the basement key that we got. And move there. Oh, actually, that's what the basement key was for. Of course. Ooh. Snake either, but in reverse. And we pop up in... There we go. A village, but if we move here, we can also access to a shortcut for the Undead Burg, so we don't have to do the whole Dragon Bridge again if we die. That's at least nice. However, if we move slightly, we notice there are plague dogs.
Wow, this really is shit.
And they're super fast. Also, do you mind? I'm trying to get to a new level. Fuck off. Ow. Inflicted bleeding. Jesus. So, let's see. Oh,
Somebody. Please
hello?
let me out of here. Somebody. Anybody. Help me. Unlock the door. Damn. I'm finished. How did this go
if you, there you go. With using the residence key we got, we can open the door, and there's an NPC here. But it's a wizard. Yeah. Who are you?
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am
Griggs of Vinheim.
Of the school.
Of course,
I
you
am
had to be
much
from
obliged
there.
For your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
Oh, okay then. Now what?
Oh, hello. I have my sorcery. Besides, I have an important...
Oh, what do you want to do?
Oh, hello.
Oh, okay.
Besides,
Basically, from now on, he will move to Firelink Shrine as well, and if we meet him there and have enough intelligence stat, he will teach us some basic magics, and we can get his sorcerer set from here. Not exactly the best, if you ask me, but again, if you want to do a magic build, sure.
Not a fan of those.
No. Well, they are viable, not in a sense that they don't work for this game, but I'm not a big fan of them. Basically, they love to spam, ranged spells, and do particularly. Basically, the spells are useful in this game, but there's not a lot of variety aside from basic projectile.
Okay.
There are some creative one, like a force expansion one, for example. But in terms of in terms of types of magic, you might as well rely on pyromancy because that gets to be the more creative instead of having just fireball repeated 30
Didn't we
times.
pick that in the first place?
Yes, and by going this route, we should be able to find someone that can help us with that. A proper pyromancer, just like us. but we need to get through, so let's move on.
A lot of the routes on this particular trail have been very thin, narrow.
Yeah. Oh, it kind of gets worse when we'll get to the proper city of Van Orlando. Let's see.
It's like there isn't really a lot of space to run from anything.
Oh, Jesus. Assassins, fucking ninjas, of course. Go away. Thankfully they're fragile, but they're sneaky little bastards. And they love to throw daggers at you. They also build up the bleeding debuff that the debuff bar, and if it reaches the max, it doesn't cause you a proper debuff, but it causes sudden, an extra loss of extra chunk of your health. So, and I think that it's here. Oh no, actually no. The Mail Breaker is think of it like a sai, that weapon used from one of the Ninja Turtles, for example. It's useful as a pairing tool, but I'd rather have just a shield, to be honest. It's still viable if you want to do a build based on dexterity, but who does that? Am I right? Anyway, let's move on here. Oh fuck! Not again. Ugh. Oh, with dogs too this time. Fantastic. Okay, you not.
Dogs don't handle stairs very well, so.
See if I can. Yeah, they allow me to heal. How kind of you. Okay, would you just let me attack? For fuck's sake. Well, let's see if I can actually parry them.
They'll let you heal, but they won't let you attack them.
Yeah, there you go. Taste my sword, bitch. There we go. Now we can proceed. Oof. Let's see if there is here or there. No, I think it's maybe in one of these doors. Yeah, there you go. I think that it's here that we found the black leather set. The one, for example, that at least partially Patches was holding. So let's do some fashion souls and change it into it. Da, 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 da.
Stereotypical runway music.
Yeah. Let's see, maybe. Well, let's not put the thief yet. I think it probably. Yeah. Here we go. You probably still. There you go. We are in mid roll, I think. Oh fuck! I counted on you. There we go. Maybe if I swap the boots for something else, like I keep the holy trousers, Batman, but I trade this for the thief mask. Oh no, I look terrible. To be fair, I could just... Yeah, I remove that. Yeah, we're now in a fast roll with a decent armor. I just don't need a hat for this. My god, this fashion souls is terrible. I can't wait to level up decently. Alright, Dweebs, are you back or are you still away? I'll take that as a no. So, here we go. Time for one of the more infamous bosses. Let's hope we can actually make it the first time. The Cap per Demon, we need to move fast. Because someone at FromSoftware thought it was a great idea to just contain the boss in like a square. Not
and
even like
also
proper...
immediately behind that door thing.
Yeah, with dogs with him. Thankfully, basically... Oh, Dreams, you're just in time for C to me being having my ass kicked. Thankfully, I just defeated the dogs, so I should be able to...
To be fair, Dwibs, the boss was placed in a very inconvenient way.
Seriously, who thought this was a good idea? Because
Bandai Namco. No, From Software, sorry.
Basically, boss, small room, immediately behind a door.
Alright.
And mind you, that boss arena doesn't lead to anywhere. You just need it for a key. Oh, look at how beautiful we are.
It is
basically,
a very
also,
small space.
Also, Dweebs, we have changed our equipments in the meantime. Now I'm sporting a more decent armor set, but I had to sacrifice my helmet as a result.
And also, it's not very pretty, as we've already mentioned.
Not to mention how bad I'm hollow. I'm even worse looking.
Although I suppose this is one of those games where you'd have a lot of people who have difficulty deciding between stats and aesthetic.
Yeah. Well, to be fair... Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done that. To be fair, there are good compromises. Like, the build that we're ultimately gonna make is actually quite good looking and well accepted by the community. So... And it's also useful, so there's that. Now I had to... The problem is that now I have to get to do the whole micro village again with the assassins, ninja and shit. Oh yeah, Dweebs, that's one thing that you missed. Assassins. But
And
you're gonna
they
see
really
them right
do
now.
come out of nowhere.
Literally from the doors in the... Not just that, the rooms that they come out have nothing in them. Practically nothing. They're not like even houses and say you're trespassing and stuff like that. No, we're just standing there waiting for someone to pass, to spring your traps. Like, what is your major malfunction?
It's their entire purpose in life. Or afterlife.
There we go. 1, 2,
3.
I'm getting there, Dweebs.
No, it's not 1, 2, yeah.
I suddenly turned into a Jova, Dweebs.
Yeah, 1, 2, yeah. And welcome to Ace Attorney.
Wow.
As I say, if done by Joy Wheeler.
Yeah, that could be a well, no, it would be an April Fool's too, because I said it now.
Speaking of which, well, not to you two, but little Kuribo, you kind of promised, well, not promised, but you kind of said that you were continuing, at least starting season 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge this year. What happened, man?
Your life?
Probably. Or if you've seen his other videos, he has a lot of IRL issues to deal with.
Yeah, so.
But still, like, in that case, don't give, like, a deadline.
Just puts more pressure on yourself, really. Every so-called wee Johnny found that out.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't really do deadlines.
Well, he has got one for this year, and I'm not sure he's managing to keep it.
Well, what's his deadline? Complete Final Fantasy XIV.
No. Reaching 400,000 subscribers.
What is he at the moment?
I think still like 350. So technically speaking, it's not that much that he's missing, but in fear he's not gonna make it by the end of the year.
So what happens if he doesn't get up to 4?
I don't know, he hasn't said it. I guess he will put his cat up for auction.
No, not Celine.
Or Celine.
No. Elliot will get to do something mean to him.
Oh no, I know this one. That guy that you don't like from Brain Scratch will take over the channel.
Well, again, I have no real opinions on that subject, but for everyone else, it's take your pick, I guess. Well, mind you, there are probably a few who don't like Johnny, so
How can you not like Johnny? Even when he has...
It's that
hold
episode
on,
of Recess. There's always someone who doesn't like you.
no, I know. Even when he has an opinion, an opinion that kind of goes against some others and stuff. Oh my God! So much elf already. Get me off! Get me off!
Yeah, this is some load of bullshit.
We're gonna be stuck here forever, aren't we?
Believe me, Dweebs. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
I actually am sorry.
But
Can we change
whatever.
our minds?
No, sorry. Especially considering that now we actually need.
Sorry, this is all your fault.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, let me use this time to continue what I was saying. Even with Johnny, even when he says something like he makes some wrong research about something, typical reviewer's mistake because everyone does them. Everyone, even when that happens, at worst, it's not like he's petty about them. He understands when,
It's like what I thought of that bit in the Sonic 4 episode 2 review. He was saying why not use blue spheres, but then right at the very end he's like they're using ideas that were fresh 20 years ago, and I'm like, Johnny, blue spheres was 20 years before.
Oh my God, you're gonna be kidding me. Okay, I'll need to deal with these enemies first. But no, I understand, Reeves. Don't worry. But I guess someone actually also pointed out about this Kingdom Hearts 3 review, the fact that, or was it you, Reeves?
I can't remember exactly.
The fact that, remember, he approached this in a very relatively not casual way, but in a sense of saying something like, I understand that the story has gone off rails, so I'll try not to consider it too much. But it kind of like does still, or something.
Did he spend like half the review on it?
I don't care, mostly because I try to stay away from Kingdom Hearts in general, so I'm not...
Well, me too, it's just...
Well, not in a sense that I don't really mind. I kind of but I kind of forgot those reviews that he did his Kingdom Hearts Marathon. To be frank, Johnny's kind of like the guy who I wouldn't have expected to do something like that in the first place. Not to mention, nowadays he's kind of embarking also on a more ambitious project, doubling, a marathon between Resident Evil and Kirby.
Oh wait, he's actually doing the Kirby marathon?
Yes.
Because
yes,
Ted asking him to do it.
Did he cave to Ted?
Not just that, I'm fully expecting at least one of the Kirby marathon videos to be a crossover with Antidote. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I got some of they definitely won't be watching. But how about say if Brain Scratch do like a thing where the loser has to do a forfeit that's determined by the other members.
They used to do that actually a long time ago.
Say if Johnny lost a bet, he'd have to do a marathon on well, he already did Bubsy, so
it would
Echo
probably be a one. Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
He already did Echo.
You mean as reviews? Okay.
Yeah, he did that series.
Yeah,
No, I know. I thought you were talking about as a Brain Scratch, LP.
Or maybe or maybe they'd have to do a live stream of them watching a really bad show. like I'd have them all watch Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm.
Oh God. Maybe a game with stupid challenge conditions, try to beat Pokemon type game here by catching absolutely no one.
The game.
I understand the appeal of Nuzlocke because at least they give a fair sense of challenge by still applying a severe handicap on you. But instead, they don't capture any other Pokemon than your starter is too much limiting, if you ask me.
You have to beat Pokemon Gen 1, the original on Game Boy.
With just Magikarps, already done it. Not me, but someone else.
No, what I mean is, you have to do it, but you're not allowed to use Pokemon whose types are stronger than their opponents.
That's not too hard, honestly.
You have to use the weak ones.
Magic
True.
ups are literally useless.
Dweebs, that is an interesting rule, but it can be easily circumvented with the idea that you can give super effective moves to Pokemon with the type that you just said, that is not super effective against them. Basically, I can give an Ice Ray to Water-type Pokemon and still breeze through Grass types.
Do Gen 3 blindfolded them.
How can you even do that?
Well, simple.
It doesn't really have voice acting. I kind of need to see what's going on.
No, just do
I
it to
mean,
blind.
play the original Legend of Zelda without the help of a map.
That actually is a bit more challenging, especially for someone who may have not, played the game
I got
quite
it.
a lot.
I got one.
All right, here
Do-
we go.
do
Oh
Bomberman-
wow, people are getting on by the fact that I'm getting my ass kicked.
Do Bomberman do Bomberman Act 0, and you're only allowed to pause twice. And if you fail to complete all 99 levels after 3 goes, you have to dress up in a tutu for a day of commentary.
That's not really helpful, Wibbs.
Honestly, Teo, I think a lot of people would watch a Dark Souls stream just to see people get their asses handed to them.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things that I also decided to use this format instead of a proper commentary. It's more effective this way.
Yeah, you get to watch you fail again and again and again and again.
Fuck.
If I was trying to pitch this as like advertising.
With this set, our character really does look like from behind
Well-
Geralt of Rivia.
Well, Dwibs, the entire ad campaign for this game was that it was difficult.
Remember, Dweebs, the complete edition is called Prepare to Die edition. There we go.
Yeah.
Defeated the plant attack. And we got the key to the depths.
Key to the depths.
This sounds like it's getting worse.
Oh, it is, Shiro.
Well,
It
it's
is.
called the depths.
Let's see if I can get the flavor text about it. There we go. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Did you
Get
throw the
back
key
to-
away?
Yeah, no. You
Oh,
keep
no,
it.
Don't
I
throw away
dropped
the key.
Keep
I dropped
opening the
lift
door
key.
from the lower undead berg to the depths. Those banished from the undead berg eke out their existence in the depths. A damp layer with no trace of sunlight. Nearly half of the depths form a perilous, flooded labyrinth.
Sweet.
Fun. Well, no. The House of Fun is for later. Here it's just family fun for everyone, I guess.
It's
The
Dark
good news
Souls,
is that
fun for the whole family.
yes, so that's why it's rated PG-18.
Hey,
Peggy.
Grandma's old enough
Peggy
to play it,
18.
she'll enjoy it.
This isn't your grandma's stuff.
Maybe it's like one of those Lego game sets where they're like, sorry, not from H3, before, but also. Oh, how did you manage to do that? Fucking cheapskate. Die.
Welcome to die.
Well, to be fair, Dwibs, the good news is that with the boss vanquish, our paths has become slightly more easier to get back to. Let's just say that now I'm gonna open a shortcut that can also help us immensely, because the key to the depths can be used on that door right there. But before doing that, let's get this item first. A large soul of a lost undead. What were you doing, buddy? And here is another tower. Thankfully, no large enemy waiting for us to ambush. There's someone idiot here with a bow and arrow, so I don't know what is he doing here. The only one like
You
this.
got lost.
Yeah.
I think you just gave me an idea, actually. I thought it would be you'd have to watch Ghazi's week.
And guys, are you ready for something very hideous and ugly aside from our character? In 3, 2, 1.
Sewers?
No. And there a female merchant who is very
Oh.
interested about us. It's very attached to us.
So what's this character's name?
I think she's called female merchant. She can sell us some useful items like there we go, the moss clump, which allows us to bypass stuff like poison. we kind of need them, to be honest. Some humanities, prism stones, we don't really need them. Homeward bone, we already have enough. Charcoal pine raising, no, we don't need them, honestly, for a weapon type. We can deal enough damage on our own. But also says some sets of arrows, but no, we don't need those either. So let's get instead the moss clumps, because those are certainly more needed.
Itinerant merchant woman. She's voiced by an actress named Claire Corbett.
Alright. I think she's actually a staple of the Dark Souls series. And by going through here, we can open a shortcut towards the Fireling Shrine bonfire. There we go.
Oh, she was in
Like this.
in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
As who?
Two people actually. Characters named Florin and Electra.
I don't remember them. I guess there are two blades. There we go. So let's take this chance to get back to the Fireling Shrine bonfire quickly before proceeding through. What's the timer, Glibs, by the way?
On my recording.
Yeah.
52 minutes and 18.
Yeah, I think it's better if we stopped right after this bonfire, which will supposedly give me a chance to potentially to grind and get our voyage much less painful. I just say that because with the next part we're gonna start our journey through the depths and beyond, and it's gonna be fun. But in the meantime, oh, look at that! There's Ricard has found his way here. Sorry, the guy from the wizard that we found.
Made it back unscathed. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorcery?
Well, I would, but are you sure?
Besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm
Oh,
happy to.
I guess I have enough intelligence stats.
Are you interested?
Sure, why not?
Splendid. Very
Don't
well.
kill you.
I am pleased to have a chance to give something back.
No,
No, I think they're friendly.
he's a wizard
enough.
whip, so these guys are too wimpy to do that. Anyway, they basically can sell us some spells, a catalyst, and a pair of very underwhelming rings. So, sorry, dude. Have a good day. I don't need anything from you.
Not yet.
Well, again, I'll bear these for pyromancy purposes, like this. Something much more effective and better looking, but poultry spells. Anyway, there you go. There you go. By staying at here, and might as well repair our equipment. Go. Let's see if I have also enough to reinforce my weapons. Yeah, the two. And also the shield. There we go. Now we should be a bit more, reinforced. Alright, I think that's quite enough. So we'll see you for the next part when we start our journey into the depths. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.